who are the newcomers? Hello, others? Mani?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Can you please introduce one by one the name of the newcomer? So I would like to know
Yes,
that.
sir.
Yeah, very good.
Uh, yes, sir. So, would you like the delegates also to give themselves the introduction to you, or I'll just read out their names?
Of course, I think we can even give the chances to delegates also to introduce themselves.
Sure, sir. So, we have already had a quick round of introduction with the delegates, but I would request all the delegates to quickly give an introduction of yourself to sir, and then we will start the workshop. So, I am just quickly again taking the names. I would request those delegates to unmute themselves, put their video on, and then please introduce them. So, we'll start with Aparna. Aparna, can you please go ahead?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Aparna I'm from Maharaja Augustine Institute of Management Studies. Currently pursuing the.
Manjushka has left the meeting.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yeah, audible, but Manjushka has left the meeting. He will be join us.
Aparna, you can go ahead.
Please, please.
Yeah. So my name is Aparna. I'm from basically Bihar, and I'm a volunteer of SPIC MACAY.
Yeah.
That's all for my introduction.
Okay, very nice. So thank you. So welcome to the class.
Now I
Thank
would
you, sir.
request Methi Girl K to please introduce.
Hi, sir. I am Masna. My name is Masna, and I live in Delhi, and I'm in 11th grade right now. And I
Okay.
study in Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, and
Yeah.
I've learned Manipuri a little bit whenever I come to Manipur, like in
Oh,
India.
wow.
Otherwise, in Delhi,
Okay.
there's no institution for us to learn. Like,
Yes,
there's
yes,
no
yes.
that I can find. Thank you.
Of course, you will have the institutions. There are various institutions, private institutions, as well as governmental institutions. But it's very nice that you carry on your professional subjects whenever you are learning, and then on above that, you can have lots of gurus out there. Okay. Welcome, welcome. So I would like to know the another next.
Neha, can you please introduce yourself to all of us?
Hello, sir. I am Neha,
Yep.
and I
Okay.
am from Kanpur,
Yeah.
and I'm a non-dancer. So I just wanted to know something about
Sure.
Manipuri dance. So I just
Sure. Sure.
joined
That's
today,
very nice.
and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, very nice. So welcome, welcome. We will, because as much as possible, we are trying to do the basic knowledge of Manipuri dance, because it is not impossible to understand all the technical things as well as the expressions and all in these 5 days. So we are trying our best to give you the knowledge of Manipur, what is philosophical things behind. Okay. So welcome, Neha, and then
Thank you so much, sir.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. Now I would request Sanjana to please introduce you or yourself.
Sanjana.
Good morning, sir.
Good
So
morning.
I'm Sanjana Patel.
Yes,
I
welcome.
belong to Bath and I'm a volunteer of SPIC MACAY.
Wow, nice.
And this is the first time I'm attending a Manipuri workshop. So
Okay, okay, yeah.
I basically don't know about it, but I intend to learn. So
Yeah, sure. Very nice, very nice. And we will try something interesting, kind of different, and then the new form of art form, which is a little means far away from the mainland India, so that you will get interested how the Hinduism is mingled with the traditional Meitei culture, and then created such a beautiful dances. So we will try to make you a little bit of knowledge about the Manipuri culture also. Okay, so welcome, welcome.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Shri Devi, Janu, can you please go ahead?
Okay, Sri Devi.
Morning,
Very
sir. As
nice.
you already know,
Yeah.
Jan, we have
Mm.
two more sessions, two sessions from starting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Andhra
Mm.
Pradesh. That's all about
Yes.
me.
Yes, very nice. So Sri Devi is a very dedicated and then very enthusiastic student until now from these 2 days. And I'm very happy that she is here. And of course, we will continue once more as the newcomers are also here. So we'll just keep a quick revision of what we have done. Okay, and
Sure, sir.
and yeah, eh, is yeah, this is it, right? Others, any
Toysha,
but
we have another student.
okay. Okay.
Toysha Bhalla. Can you please introduce? I think she's facing some technical issues because of which
Okay.
she's unable to do. But she has introduced herself on the message. She says, "I'm from Hansraj Model School,
So my
Punjabi
name
Bagh."
is Toisha Bhalla. I am from Hansraj Model School, Punjabi Bagh. I am non-dancer and I want to learn Manipuri.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Uh, I'm very happy that the students, the delegates who are coming from varied subjects of your expertise, who are sometimes the dancers or who are not the dancers and who are interested in the art form. So this is the thing that SPIC MACAY is making for all of us, the means other professional line that could understand the Indian art form. So I'm very happy you are joining here in this Manipuri so that I will give you a little bit about Manipuri traditional as well as the cultural things to you. So we are very glad to meet you all. And then this is a very good platform that SPIC MACAY is arranging for all of us to connect through our heart and then to understand the varied culture of India and then to make peace and love to all of us. So thank you. So we will now going to be carry on because we have done already some of the dance choreographies as well as the movements of Manipur from these last 2 days. So we will again do a quick revision. Okay. So continue. Others, is it you can see everything from the foot, from the head to toe?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I would request all the delegates to please switch on the camera so that sir can see your steps and accordingly suggest. All the delegates are requested to switch on the camera. Please switch on your video, all the delegates.
So, as a very quick things, because to know the physical means physical as well as emotional expressions and movements, but we have to know a little bit of philosophical background. What is Manipuri dance is? So Manipuri dance is a form of dance of Indian classical, and also Manipur has lots of dance. Not only the classical, there are traditional dance for Laiharawa, and then the tribal dance, the folk dance. Numerous form of arts are also here. But now, in this session of intensive classes, we are trying to make it understand a little bit about the Manipuri cultural things which are related with the dance and music. Okay, so what is Manipuri dance? Manipuri dance is a dance which is originated from Manipur. And then the dance that we have seen is Ras Leela, which is included as the Indian classical dance form. So before the Manipuri Ras Leela, there are numerous dances already existed in Manipur, the indigenous as well as traditional dances, which are called as Lai Harawa. Okay, so from that Lai Harawa is an old, the basic foundation of the Manipuri art forms. Even the classical dance form Ras Leela is originated from the foundation of Lai Harawa. The movements, the expressions, and everything, okay, the emotions. So by just amalgamation of the influence of Hinduism in the 18th century, from the 18th century when the kings, the society of Manipur had accepted the Hinduism, Hindu philosophy. From that philosophy and then the storyline, it is created a beautiful form of dance called Ras Lila in 1779 by the great king Rajarshri Bhagya Chandra. Under the foundation of the Lai Harappa movements and expressions. So that's why Manipuri classical dance is very much different from the other part of India, as it is getting the foundation from the existing indigenous form of movements and expression, which is from Lai Harappa. So from that, we are trying to make the understanding of some of the movements as well as the steppings, and again a little bit of Lai Harappa too. So what we have done in the first day and second day, we have done a little bit of exercises, the foot exercises, and then the stance, and then the hand movements, and the body flexibility, and after that some of the rhythmic portion. So the newcomers, now who he is my accompanist. So his name is commonly known as Boy also, and then Cetrinium Amarjit Singh. And then now you have seen this is Pum. The percussion here, we have two percussion. One is called Pum. The thing which is wrapped with the white cloth is very much integrated with the classical form of Ras Lila or Sankirtana. This instrument is used for Sankirtana and classical dance Ras Lila, and not on above that, we used to use this instrument for having a different classical dance form. And now what he is holding, the another percussion is called dholok. Dholok is a kind of instrument which is used mostly in the indigenous form, the traditional form, which is called Lai Harappa. And not only in Lai Harappa, we have the other varied culture that we use it in accompanying with the Pena singers, as well as the Khongzom Perba, something like that. Okay, so but in Manipuri dance, we use both the Pum as well as the Dholok. According to the theme that demands, which is used in the indigenous traditional form or which is used in the classical form. So we will try to do it one after another. Okay. To understand the Manipuri dance, because every classical dance have a different structures. So to be as a Manipuri dance, there is also a structure. Okay, we have the structure of how our standing position is, how our hands should be there, how our movements should be there. Because of this uniqueness of different forms, and then the stance, and then the movements and expression, this signify different classical forms of India. So Manipuri has a uniqueness of its own, because its uniqueness is considered from the flexibility, the gracefulness, the circularity. Okay, the circular movements of Manipuri dance is very important, very unique. In every form of the movements as well as the body structures, always rounded and rounded. And even you can see in the costumes also, the Raslila costumes, the Gopikas or the Radhas used to wear a rounded drum-like potpourri, because people used to see it as a drum, okay, but it is not a drum. It is made from the cloth, starch cloth, and then hand woven. So that is also rounded, and even the dancing, the turning, and even the hand movement is round and round, because we believe in Manipuri society the circularity and never ending. Just like the gift of the birth of a human being, and then the death, and again come back the birth and death. So let's carry on. I think you guys know a little bit about the historical or as well as philosophical background of Manipuri dance. So from there, but still not only as it is for the practical things, you have to understand the bodily structure also. Okay, at first, the foot standing positions, how we are standing. The first one, our hands should be put holding the thumb and then the index finger like this on the side, and then it should be 45 angle. It goes 45 angle, and the foot will apart and make it relax. One foot relax, and then give the pressure, the balance on the another foot. Okay, this is called sagol fire. This is the basic position of the dance. Okay, sagol fire. Because why it is called sagol fire? Sagol fire means the standing position of a horse. When you see a horse from the back side, always a horse keeps one foot relaxed, and then again it can be on the another foot and it relaxed. Why it is so? Because when you see the traditional dance forms of Ras Leela, you can see that there the dancers used to stand and dance the whole night long for many hours with their costumes. Okay, for that reason, they have to have the technique, because if they stand stiff like that for a long hour, they will be getting very tired. To have a little bit relaxation, they have to relax and then getting the body pressure on the another foot technically, and then he can do a little bit relax on the another foot, and then when it gets tired, they can change the bodily movements, the positions there, and then it can be a little bit relaxed and carry on for many hours. So this is the basic standing position, which is called as sagol fire, the standing position of horse, and then the measurement of the foot. So here, just close your feet, open it, the tip of your foot, and make it parallel. So this parallel has the same distance with your shoulder. The distance of your shoulder will come the distance on your heel. Okay, this distance, and then open the tip of your foot. This is called nongsa fire, the standing position of lion. Why lion? Because lion is the king of the jungle, right? So it's a very strong animal, the strong movements, the strong position of the body. It is going to be happen in this standing position. So here, even the wrestler of Manipur, this is called Mukna Kamse, they used to stand in this position so that it has a very strong foundation of their body position. So in dance, here, and then in dance, when it comes like jumping, so when it comes, it will be going jump like that. So there, this standing position comes for a very stronger movement, the Tandava style. Okay? After that, one more, the third standing position. One, then open. So this is the position of the Nongsa fire. And after that, one more open and go parallel. Okay? So, and open it. This is a little bit wider than your shoulder. Why it is this one sometimes used when you get it down, movements down, so that it doesn't stuck on your foot. So this one should be freely, it has the space to move onto the ground. So this is the third position of the Manipuri dance. Third stance. This is called Samu Fire. Samu Fire means the elephant stance. Okay? The Sankirtana with the cymbals, they used to dance like this. Here, somewhat here, and then maybe turning and getting down. So while getting down, it needs to have this foot separation. Okay? That was the three different stances of Manipuri dance, which are called as Sagol Fire, Nongsa Fire, and Samu Fire. Okay, so after that, we have the structure of the upper body. You see, because we have Sri Devi also there, who are coming from the another dance form, Kuchipudi style. But we use this one. Even Odissi also have used this one. But the difference is that in another form of Indian dance, they put a little bit higher the elbows. Okay, the elbows more stiffer and then put it higher. But in Manipur, we put it softer and naturally in the body shape of 45 angle and put it here, right? And this tip of the finger should be in a level of your shoulder. Okay, look, the right shoulder, right? And then this distance should be the distance of your shoulder. This shoulder distance, the same distance, and the same, it makes a box, right? Like this. This is the basic frame of Manipuri dance. Okay? Then here, hold it. Do it all together, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Why? We need to make our wrist very flexible in Manipuri dance because we have lots of hand movements. 9 and 10. You can do it as many as you can. So it can start, you try to make it more twist, okay? Then next, open your fingers. Take it from the little finger. Open it from the little finger. Look, take it. Open it. 3, 4, and 5. Let's do it until 5 because it is just a reminder. Then coming back from the index finger, take it, twist it, and open it. While opening, make your thumb inside the palm. Take it, open it. Open it. 3, and as much as possible, don't try to move your elbows. Don't try to move your elbows like this, okay? Try to fix your elbows and just the fingers and the wrist is using. Got it? The another one was this one, the little finger. Look, one after another. Twist and one after another open. Got it? And once more, opposite, take it, open it, take it, and open it. So this is a kind of exercise to make your fingering one after another like this, okay? Because in Manipuri dance, we use a lot of hand movements. So this is the another one for the hand exercise. And then in Manipuri dance, we take the Navi very important. The most important portion for originating the energy. Okay? For that reason, you can see take energy from the universe, bring it, and put it in your Navi. Relax, then start moving. Move your body side by side. That some energy is pulling, and then pull here. You feel the movements of the wind. You feel the wave of the water. And when the wind flows on the paddy fields, the paddies are flowing slowly by one after another, side by side. So just feel the nature, the natural movements. And even the elephant used to move side by side very heavily and gracefully. This is the thing. And then after that, just move yourself, connected your neck, the neck, just flow it. And you can make a little bit more exaggerate wherever it goes to release your tension and then relax yourself and bring the movement. And from here, you can just see up, look at the sky. Look, the sky. The birds, beautiful birds are flying. And look, the lotus flowers on the lake. The flowers, beautiful flowers. And you all. And you can even turn, just turn the movements. and just feel the continuity. Just try to get the continuity and come back to your position. It is not easy because Manipuri dance is not technically very much stiffness. There is always a continuity that I told you, the circular movement, the circular philosophy, the circular thought, the circular music, the circular movements are all very much necessary, and this is the uniqueness, the property of Manipur. So what's circular? If it is circular, then there is never ending. So that's why in the movement also, there should not be a full stop. Okay, that is the basic foundation. So that's why when you just go, if you stop, then it's not. Go, and how you connect and come back to the another movement. The connection, just move it without stopping, and it goes, it can go here. Right? Like that, this is a kind of exercise to let you have the feeling of this continuity. Got it? Then, yeah. So I would like to know if everyone means getting the things. Money.
Yes, sir.
Money?
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Is everyone getting what is going on, right?
Yes, sir.
I would like to know. I would like to know that if they are getting a little bit difficulties, but because I'm trying to make it more easier. Okay. So we just okay. Then we just continue. So that was the technique to get the continuity movements. Okay. And now we will do the technical portions for the foot. And we are doing the rhythmic portions called which is make it from 8 matra is called tancha, and then the 6th matra is called menko. So now we will do the exercises for the foot in tancha. You can just hold your hand on your waist and just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Day, day in a day, 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 day, day in a day. And always while up smoothly, smooth, down smooth, up and down, up and down, up and down. You can walk it like this. If you can walk everywhere. Okay, that was a simple. Before, simply at first you can do it in a stiff position like this, and then you can move up and down, up and down. While down, you just pull the knees up. Okay, this is the typical movements of Manipur. Look, up and down. So like this. This is the one step of the foot, and now we will do. Do you want to say something?
No, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
So the next stepping, we are going to do the foot movements 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be right, left, right, and kick. While kick uses bend down. Left, right, left, and kick. Okay. Right, left, right, and kick. So let's do with the music.
Sir.
So yeah, Manish, I think the sound should be muted by some of the students.
Sir, I just want to say, can you please introduce the instrument again, because the
Okay.
many students are new.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Good. Look, in Manipuri dance, we use this as the main percussion in relation with the classical. So we have this instrument, a very cylindrical, elongated, and then the bigger means area in the middle portion is called hum. And then you see the right side, this is all made of leather, and then the wood. Okay, and this the right side has a small circumference as compared to the left side circumference. Okay, so here the right side comes the pitch sound, and then the bass sound comes from the left side, and then these two means right hand and then the left hand has different language of the language both, so that the combination of both it will comes the languages of Manipuri dance music. So you can just see once more. So here in this poem, we used to wrap with a white cloth, cotton cloth. Why it is so? Because there is philosophical behind that. We believe all the instrument as well as all the things, even the costumes of Manipur, when it comes to the performances, we just feel that it is alive. It is not anymore artificial thing. We just let it live, and then it comes because it has its own language. Even though we are means giving the force, but still we pray and then we believe that everything as an alive object. Okay, so that's why as a respect, just like we are wearing the clothes on above of our body, so that we put a cloth as a respect above the body. Okay, so the right side has some language you can hear. Ten, ta, tam. This three language of the poem comes from the right side. Okay, once more. Ten, ta, tam. Okay. There are many more languages, but these are more commonly used in this right side. So ten, ta, tam. Okay, but you might be hearing a little bit similarity, but when you just observe very closely, there is a differences in the sound. Okay, once more. Okay, so and on the left side in the Maru, we used to say as the left side as Maru. Maru has some another language, so you can hear it in about Kit and Gin. So what is the difference you can observe? You can just go closer, closer, Kit, so Kit and Gin. From here, you see that in the kit, the player used to hold it on the surface of this leather, okay? And then when gin, and then just open the fingers. Show it once more. Okay, the sound which is controlled and then captured was called kit, and then when it's open and leave it free, the vibration goes on, then it is called gin. Okay, and then this two, the Maru and the Maru and Manao together has the another languages. Okay, hey, so both hand together, beat and then just open it, and it comes the combination of the right hand and then the left hand together, and it comes the sound as day. Okay, once more. Hey, then you just see some of the language all together at the moment. Okay, here, we used to create it, the musical portion. So thank you very much, Ketrimium. So we used to use created by the choreographers, by the gurus, different combination of this right and left, and then the combination make a beautiful languages of the dance choreography with the kind of poetry type of musical things, and then it created in the dance as well as the rituals, so that it becomes a lively and beautiful like flower that blooms to the Manipuri culture. Okay, so what you have seen is pum. So now we are doing the movement was related with the pum, the movements. Okay, thumbs up. So now we come on. So it's okay. Manish,
Yes, sir.
it's fine, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then after, when we just going to do the live portion, we are happy to do another. But interestingly, in Manipuri dance, this instrument is not only the instrument which is accompanying in the Manipuri dance forms, but there are lots of instrumental accompanying things are there, such as mandira, such as kartal, and then moibung. It's very interesting instrument that is found in Manipur. And the moibung is also very, moibung means the conch. How the way of playing the conch in Manipuri tradition is very much different from the rest of the world. Because the blowing of the conch in other traditions has only one conch in their mouth and hand. But here in Manipur, two big conchs play in one time that tries to blow from both the side of your mouth, of their mouth, and give a huge uh, sound vibration of the Moibung's voice. It comes out. Okay, so that is very interesting, and that is very professionally means have to learn how to blow that. Okay, and as far as we concern about the classical dance forms, before starting the Ras Lila, always
Sir,
the con. Hello.
excuse me, sir. Sir, one of the delegates are saying that your voice is not clear. So
Really?
while you are interacting with us, can you please interact with closer?
Yes. Good. So now you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So that instrument is called pung, right? And then the pung is the main instrument which is used in the Manipuri dance. And as far as concerned about the classical form, so this is not only the instrument which is used in the Manipuri dance. There are different forms of other instrumental musics that is accompanying in the Manipuri dance also. As we can mention like mandira. Mandira is a chimbal, the smaller form of chimbal that give the rhythm of the dance, and then kartal, which is a bigger size, which is usually used in the sankirtana, and on above that, we have the cones. You know, the cones that have the cones that give the sound. So the sound of producing the cones in Manipur is very much different from the rest of the world, how it is played, because mostly in other part of the world, the way of playing the cones is only one instrument by a person. But in Manipur, the artist, the player, used to hold the two big cons and then play in a same time, producing the one sound altogether. Try to blow it from the side of the two mouth, and then make it a very beautiful means a voice, the sound, vibrations. So in classical Manipuri dance, as you know, in Ras Lila, before starting it, always the cons player used to blow the sound of the cons. so that we feel that the place is sanctified, the people's mindset and thought and then the emotions are sanctified. And after that, the divine form of Rasila used to come and dance on the mandap, just uh, just in front of the temple. So this is the tradition that is going on in Manipur. Okay, so that was the instrument called pung. So now we just continue on the technical portion of the dance. Okay, right? I think everybody got it. Manish?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we continue once more as we have less time. Okay. We have done before the exercise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then now we do it like right, left, right, kick, left, right, left, kick, right, left, right, kick. Okay? So the most important, the most important in Manipuri dance is always try to, when you are just bending down or getting up or going side, try to go not in a jerking movements. Try to go it with the control of your body, make it more soft, and try to have the link of continuation. If you are going in a jerk, then there is always a full stop. It doesn't have the continuity movements. So to have that continuity movement, try to control your body and move it in a softer way, just reach the point and then coming back again in a softer way to reach the another point. Okay, don't jump directly from one point to the another point and from one point to the another point. So that is not the property of Manipuri style. So that's why Manipuri dance seems to be very graceful due to have, because every dance form used to reach their points, but the way of reaching there with through the Manipuri dance is we have to reach there in a very graceful movements to reach in the same time. Okay, so let's do it. The another movement. 1, 2, 3, kick and left, right, left and kick. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Day, da, day, in the day, day, da, day, in the day. So faster, day, da, day, in a day, 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 day, da, day, in a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can move also. So from here, we just feel flowers. Flowers there. Okay. Yes. That was the foot movements of 8 rhythmic senses. And from here, we can just create with that rhythm a choreography. Even you can do it, okay? You can just feel the flowers around in the garden. You want to make a garland, a beautiful garland made of beautiful flowers, right? Beautiful flowers like a rose, jasmine, everything that can combine and make it a beautiful scented flowers. So in that rhythm, you can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You pluck different flowers, put it and make the garland, and then you can wear it on your neck. Okay? Got it? So we will try. Just feel yourself. Try to start movement from the foot first, and then the flowers around. Try to pick the beautiful, beautiful flowers, and even you can flower here, and then you can feel it. The smell is beautiful, and some of the flowers seems to be very beautiful. I want that beautiful flower. What is this flower? This is not the smell is not good. Okay, somewhat you can create it, some creative forms by yourself also to do a beautiful garland, right? So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Day, da, da, day, na, day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have seen flowers, beautiful flowers. Look, there. There. Where? Pick a little flower. Okay, so something like that in that rhythm, but in that 8 mantras rhythm that the accompanying artist, the artist used to accompany different styles of the 8 mantras. Okay, not only the din din ta ta diga, there's something they have created according to the mood of the choreography. So this is a kind of creative movement. So when you know the rhythm of the foot and then the body flexibility and how you want to create it, the atmosphere, then it comes naturally to the different form of styles. Just use the basic elements as if you know the Manipuri basic movements and try to create it, the ambience, then it comes the Manipuri dance. This is a theme that can be like in Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Odissi, or other dance, if they use in a different structure and then try to create that that kind of story and created it, that is becoming the another form of dance. It may be Kathak, Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Odissi, etc. So the thing is that you have to understand the basic foundation of different dance forms. You have to know what Manipuri dance foundation is. When you know the foundation, you can use anything. The theme can be the similar that can be used by different classical dance. Okay, so got it. So that was a kind of application. The application through the foot and then the body movement that we have done until now. Okay? Yeah. So the next rhythm that we have done was the 6 matra, right? So I would like to ask to Sridevi. Sridevi? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sridevi. So can you tell me what is the name of the musical term of that 6 matra?
So, Mankup.
Very good, Mankup. So Mankup, how many talis and how many kalis are there in the Mankup?
4 talis and 2 kalis.
Oh, you have to remember again. Okay, that is wrong. Wrong answer.
Sorry.
There is 6 matra. Okay, every matra should not be a tali or kali. There will be only 1 tali and 1 kali, right?
Okay,
On the
sir.
first, yeah, on the first matra there will be tali, and on the 4th matra there is kali. So only 1 tali and only 1 kali. Very good. So remember, as I am asking, communicating with Sridevi, I hope that the rest also will understand. Mankup of 6 matra. Matra has 6 matra, and then the division of 3 by 3, and then the first matra comes the tali, and then the 4th matra comes the kali. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is called Mankup. And before it was Tanchap. Tanchap also have 1 tali and 1 kali, but the matras are composed of 8 matras. And then it has a division of 4 by 4. So the first one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So now let's do the Mankup portion. The Mankup. Hello. Okay. The Mankup is little bit different from the Tanchap, and then it has more grace, and then more, the circular formation can be adapted more to the Mankup style, because it has din, ten, ta, gin, day, din, ten, ta, gin, day, din, ten, ta, gin, day. With that movements, we can even imitate the elephant gestures, gaits. We used to call as the gatis. The gatis are very much good in the Mankup style, in Manipuri dance forms. Okay, so let's do the Mankup foot movement once more. So there you have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So with the gutting, we can move it. The elephant. 1, 2, 3. From here, can go to snake. And then this is the snake portion. From here, we change to elephant. gin, day, ten, ta, gin, day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And another movement. Bye bye. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ten tak gin day. Ten tak gin day. General day. General day. General day. That day. Good. So that was the Menkup rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at first, in the Menkup rhythm, you have to have 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this bending with the knee up is a typical thing of Manipuri dance, which is usually applied mostly in the Sankirtana movement by the Cholom artist. Okay? From there, I had demonstrate to you this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With this movement, the gurus of Sankirtana used to create the gatis. From here, just the movement of body movement like this, on side and side, this become the elephant. Look, side, or maybe in another dance movement, they used to like this. But in Manipuri, from here, how it transforms this neck. Okay, so that was a demonstration how this foot movement as well as the body movement can transform, can use it in a different gauge, right? So that was Menku. And after this Tanchap and Menku, we did yesterday some portion of the life. Just before coming to the second day's classes, I would like to know, Manish, that everybody got it, or I would like to get some comment or some questions from the students, from the delegates.
So, guys, you have any query? So you can ask one by one. Okay. So Neha ji.
So if you have any kind of confusion or any kind of something more profoundly wanted to know a little bit, so that we will just do a quick.
So,
Yeah.
So you have any query?
yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, could you please one more time explain Menkup with one
Yes.
step?
So who is speaking?
Sridevi.
Okay, Sridevi, the Menkup. Yeah, the Menkup with the demonstration or just the idea?
Demonstration also.
Demonstration. Okay, Menkup is the same as Dadra in Hindustani. Okay, I'm not so sure what it is called in Kuchipudi style about the 6 matras, but this is of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is the cycle of 6. and then it is divisible of 3 by 3, and the first one is Tantali, and then the fourth matra is Dikhali. So the rhythm of 6 matra is more grace naturally due to the rhythmic senses of that 6. It is by fact, okay? By fact, it's not created by anybody else. It's naturally has something graceful and then softer as compared to the 8 matra, which are more exact and exact, right? So in that, we, the Manipuri, use a lot. It is very much suited also why Manipuri has a very grace as well as a circular movement. So this 6 matra has something, a kind of circularity is there. And from there, we do this one, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we have to do the movements and bending softer. Okay, not in jerk. It might be difficulty at first because you have a different dance style, and then Manipuri is almost different dance style. But it is very good that if you catch it, then it can be applicable in yours also, right? Um, so
Excuse me,
here,
sir.
yes.
Sir, one of our delegates, Masana, she has a question. Sir, in Manku, is there any difference in movement in male and female or same?
No, there is different. There are different movement because Manipuri. A very good question. Okay, Manipuri has not only one kind of dance. Okay, but you might, yes, you might be because I will just coming to the Sri Devi's questions later on, right? Let me just answer this one because wait, I'm coming. Yeah. So in Manipuri dance, you can you have to understand that just like Kathak has only dance forms, Odissi has only one. Just like that, in Manipur has different varied cultural things which are related with dance also. But in as you have seen in Ras Leela, because even the Krishna is also used to play by the girls, right? From there, people had a confusion of being that Manipuri dance is more and more soft, and then there's no differences of the male and female dance. Why? Because Ras Lila is especially created in the form of devotion and bhakti. Okay, to achieve that bhakti and devotion, the artists as well as the choreographers and the gurus, they didn't create it in a very arrogant way. They make it in a very softer and graceful way to reach to the lotus feet of the Lord. This is the philosophical things behind. But nowadays, as the competitions is going higher and higher, because this dance form is also coming on these days, because it was only means used to perform in the temples as a ritual performance, right? So from this ritual, it comes out the Raslila choreographies to the stage, but still the philosophy behind was there of having a devotion. So you can only see the Krishna movement as a little bit, as a kind of Tandav style, but there also you can see not exactly Tandav like Mahadeva, like Shiva. Shiva is more active and manly kind of dances. Okay, there here in Manipur is a Vaishnavite culture related dance forms in the Ras Lila. So there is always a softer side. Softer side is there. So even the Tandav style, not perfectly Tandava, is used in the classical form of Manipuri dance. That is one thing. Okay. But if you say the men dance form, the manly dance, you can see in the Sankirtan as a very good example, because the drummers are also a kind of a dancer. Okay, that is very unique, and then you can see actually if you want to see the male means Tandava style of Manipuri dance, then you can observe from the drummers, the drum dance, and then the martial art, and then means not only martial art, just from the Lai Harauba, some of the dance forms which are more manly and active. But as concerned in the classical dance form, even though they are trying to dance in a Tandava way, right? Tandava way, there is always a softer side there. So let me show you once more again the demonstration of the Tandav and then the Lasya in the classical form. Okay? Once more that we have
So there's
demonstrated.
one more question that has come up from
Yeah.
Sanjana, one of our delegates. She's asking,
Yes.
Sir, Manipuri does Manipuri dance also depict stories like other dance forms?
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. We used to depict the stories. You see in Ras Lila, they are depicting the stories of Radha and Krishna's means stories of what they have done in the Vrindavan, in the Ban and all. Okay, but the way of producing, the way of deliberating how it is connected to the storyline through the Manipuri dance is different, because always there the foundation, philosophical foundation behind is come even in depicting also. You might be trying to question that to depict a story, always the bodily gestures, the facial expression is very much needed, right? But if the facial expressions doesn't meet the theme that is trying to express, is not getting by the audience. That's the main point, what is facing by Manipuri dance, right? But the answer for that is that Manipuri dance is trying to just connect the spiritual means connectivity through the Lord, with the Lord through their dance and music movements. Okay, they are not trying to connect their appearance and then their psychological thoughts with the audience before. But now lots of choreography comes on the stages. Now it's trying to connect with the audience. So basically from that foundation, you can see in the lots of the Manipuri choreographies, even though we are trying to depict the storyline of the dance, but it seems to be monotonous. It seems to be what I can explain is an elusive, abstract form that we are using in Manipuri dance. Manipuri dance try to indicate the story, not exactly the perfect means the perfect meaning of that lyrics or of that storyline, but instead Manipuri try to make it in an abstract way, in an elusive way. Okay, through the sentiment of bhakti and devotion, right? So that's why even in the Ras Lila, that the peoples are wearing the mask, the veil in front of their eyes, not to show the vulgarity, the things from their face to distract the mind. Okay, even the vulgar portion of the chase is covered by the white cloth, wrapped there, not to show it, just to make it plain, so that the vulgar portions, the eroticism of a human being is leave out, just to reach the devotion, just to reach the higher ecstasy, to reach the God, is the main philosophy of Manipur. So that's why from there the foundation doesn't come lots of facial expressions in the ritual performances, in the Ras Leelas, right? So from there, even the form of dance, even the form of means Tandava, though they are trying to depict the story, but still there is something grace, and then something softer side is there. So this is the answer I think from my side, and so get it. And I would like to demonstrate now once more the main coup of Sridevi. that how it is done with the foot movement, and then how it is connected with the gaits of the snake and elephant in Manipuri style. And then one thing, once more, the demonstration of Chali in a feminine as well as Tandem style. Okay, so let's do it. So now, Chali is a basic dance step to become a Manipuri dancer. So here, there are 27 forms of Chali, and of that, we have the feminine portion of the dance as well as the Tandem style of the dance. So let's do it once more. This was the feminine portion of the Chali. And I would like to show one movement of the Tandava. Ready? So that was a bit of demonstration in the Tandava style. Yes, one thing. The answer for that, in Tandava, we are jumping. Even the jump is there. Even though there is a jump in Manipuri dance, the difference is in some other dance forms, to make it more harder, to make it more stronger, to see it, they used to beat the foot on the ground like that. Even the jumping, it can be like this to get it more stronger. But in Manipuri dance, even though it's jumping, we have the thought that we used to respect the Mother Earth, and then not to distract from the bodily movement, the emotions of that bhakti and devotion. So from that, it comes, even though it is jumping, I told you there is always some graceness is there. Something softer is there. To make it softer, even it is jumping, we don't put the flat foot on the ground. Instead, we just slightly fell on the ground through the toes. So like this. Instead of just jumping like this, we used to, without not make the sound from the toes. From the toes. Okay? So this is the difference. This is the difference how it seems more softer, more grace in Manipuri dance. And then sometimes the ordinary people is getting confused to differentiate it, the Tandava and then the Lasya form. But as you're concerned about the Ras Lila, it is always, you have to think that it is a devotional form of dance. So all these kind of things are more abstract, more indirectly describing the meaning of the storylines of the story of the dance. Okay, so very nice. And from there, I used to coin the term I had already said even in the interaction also. What is Manipuri dance? Manipuri dance can be termed as the floating meditation dance. It is a kind of meditation dance, meditational dance, as you have seen in the traditional form of Ras Lila. You have to go inside You don't have to say the things as artificial just to satisfy yourself. Okay, just to satisfy and just to feel the ecstasy of your inner thought, inner sight, by just going inside that Ras Lila. Ras Lila is not only the thing that is dancing by the artist. Ras Lila is for all, that you all can join and enter the dance through your heart and soul and try to feel from there. This is the philosophical idea of Ras Lila. So that's why here in Manipur, as a tradition, we didn't go to see the Ras Lila. People used to say that, let's go and see the Ras Lila. Not like that. People used to say that, let's go and pray the Ras Lila. We go for praying. We go for not observing who the gopikas, who beautiful gopikas are performing there. Not like that. We go to pray the performance by involving ourselves in that play of Radha and Krishna. So this is the thought. And then, but now as it is challenging in this modern world, we have lots of challenge to bring out on the stage. So lots of creativity and another, the breaking of the frame of the Manipuri dance by adapting the foundation is also happening. Okay, so that was a kind of little bit demonstration of the Tandava and then the Lasya. And now I can come to Sri Devi's questions about the Menku, right? Manish? Hello?
Sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so now I'm coming to, I think the delegates got the point that they want to know, okay? And
okay, sir.
Yes, and now the Menku. Yes, the Menku, the foot up stem, but goes to the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So here you can see the bending of the neck too. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. From here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Side by side. This is elephant posture. From here to chest, neck. Elephant. Okay, that was the demonstration that we have done in the movements of Tancha and Menkup, the 8 mantras and then the 6 mantras, and then the idea of what the philosophical behind of Tandava and then the Lasya of Manipuri dance. So let's continue the second day that we have done with the Dholok about the Lai Harawa portion, right? So can we continue with that? So I think Manish.
Yes, sir.
Just before continuing the session, let's have a little bit break for 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Good. Great. So see you again, guys. Please stay there and then try to remember and practice. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So all the delegates are requested to be there online. Sir will be back after 5 minutes. So yeah, till then maybe if any one of you want to take a quick break, have a drink or something, you can have that and be there. But I would request all of you to stay online for the time being. And a lot of students haven't switched on the video, so it would be better if you can do that, so that sir can also see the moves that you are doing, and then accordingly sir will correct you in case if he feels there needs to be some improvement.
Hello, hello, guys. Can you hear me?
No,
Okay.
okay.
So, if you are like this workshop, you just have to give a feedback form. Okay.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I'm showing that how can you do that?
Um, your camera is not on the.
Okay. So you just have to go on speakmake.org website, and after that you have to scroll down and come on the guideline options. In this, you will get the schedule for the next day classes and many other instructions you just have to follow up. Uh, in this, you have to go and get in registration info and fill up the registration ID you will get in the first of the Anubhav series. And with this, you have to get the OTP on your phone number or your email. After that, the bar will be open. Uh, the feedback bar will be open for you, and follow up the link and give a feedback for the Manipuri workshop classes, and your response would be appreciated. Thank you.
Manish? Manish, are you there?
जी भैया।
हाँ मनीष, मैं सोच रहा था अभी हम सारे डेलीगेट्स को इसका बता दें क्या, फीडबैक फॉर्म का मैं बता दूं सबको अभी?
मैंने 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 बता दिया, आप अभी जब गए थे तो मैंने सबको शो कर दिया कि फीडबैक फॉर्म कैसे फिल करना।
अरे परफेक्ट परफेक्ट, चलो ओके, थैंक्स।
So guys, if you are agree तो हम एक व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बना ले क्या डेलीगेट्स का, so we can inform you.
In the chat box you can show your agreement, and then accordingly we will make the WhatsApp group if everyone agrees. You can just put a yes or no. So actually the purpose is right now in this group there are as you can see around 7 to 8 students, and then we are again expecting a few more to join. So what happens is that if sometimes there is any change in schedule, like probably if an artist is going to come 5 minutes 10 minutes late, or if we have any special announcement, like right now Manish told you about the feedback form and all. So if there is one single WhatsApp group, it's always easier for us to reach out to all of you in one go, because not every time we are going to be together in this Google Meet. So just for 3 days we wanted to make this WhatsApp group so that any special announcement which is there regarding the workshop, any change in schedule, although there will not be any change, but if there is anything 5 to 10 minutes, we can just quickly post any link, like Manish shared that link with you, the feedback form. So just for that purpose we wanted to make one group. Yeah, I think she understood. Sure, I think the ones who are okay with it, at least we can we'll make a WhatsApp group for the ones who have agreed for it, and we'll add them to the group. And we'll dissolve that group after 3 days once we are done with the workshop.
जो ये चक्रबल कब आएंगे? सर को कॉल किया जाए क्या? भैया
हाँ yes Manish.
सर को कॉल किया जाएगा?
हाँ I think 11:30 को गए थे ना सर?
जी
हाँ yes नेहा, it's still 12. जी आप एक बार कर दीजिए, एक बार चेक कर लेते हैं, मतलब कोई टेक्निकल इशू तो नहीं हो रहा है। Okay.
So please unmute yourself.
Okay, again, I'm coming back. So, hello?
Hello.
So you hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So let's move on and continue the second part that we have done yesterday. So everyone is there?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. Before starting the dance again, we would like to introduce the instrument once more. This is called dholok. Dholok, here again comes the madu and then the manau. Okay, the right side and then the left side. But still it is also used from the leather and then the wood. But now due to the modernization comes a little bit of metallic, metallic clamp is also used, okay? But before it was only used by the leather. And the thing is that it is also a kind of similarities with the dholok in the other Indian art forms. But in Manipur, we use this one related with the traditional dance called Lai Harauba and accompanied with the pena. Play pena is a fiddle instrument, a very old instrument of Manipur, and usually used with the Khongzom Perba. Khongzom Perba is a kind of art form that is originated in Manipur after the Second World War. Okay, so but this instrument is a kind of development from the old existing percussion that were used in the Lai Harauba called Haraubung. This is a bigger size, big and cylindrical, more rounded. Okay, and from there, when it comes to the modernization and then more handled, because it is more easier to handle, to go everywhere for the performance and all. So from there, it is transformed and then substituted by dholok in this nowadays performance of Lai Harauba and Pena Seisap also. Okay, so from here we have the sound, a different sound from the pung that we were using for the classical dance, classical tradition. This is for the traditional tradition and sometimes used in the folk also. Okay, so here from the Maru, we can, from the Manau, we will try to bring out some of the sounds very good. Ten, ta, tam. But the language is the same, but the sound, due to the vibration, due to the openness of the circumferences, and then the shape of the instrument, it brings out different sound, which is more, a kind of more vibration with a louder sound. Okay, once more. Ten ta tam. But there it's more inside, and then here it's more open, and then make it like a vibrations is coming out. And then from the maru of the left side, kit and git. Look, the vibration is there. Once more. But the way of playing is the same. Kit when just holding the leather, and then gin when just open it. Once more. And then all together, again, the sound, the language, which is something again different, the acoustic sound of this instrument. So do it together. Ten, tan. Okay, tan. So with this, we are trying to show a little bit means language.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, good. So thank you, Amarjit. So tell me, yeah, that was
Actually, I want to say, due to shortage of time, we should move forward now.
Yes, yes, sure, sure. We will forward the movements that we have done yesterday. Okay. In the Lai Haraba, just chant. I think all of you just join the dance. Get a deep breath. And then movement. 1, 2, 3. Left, right, left. Once more, right. So now, bring up. Once more, collecting the celestial bodies. Put it up. Once more. Bring up. Go in front. And give, take. Once more. Once more. Last one. Connect with the energy. Now, kaganda. Turn. Bend down. Turn. Okay, so until this portion we have done yesterday, and then the another portions, the feminine portion, and then the Tandava portion of Lai Harawa. So with this, catch the thing, catch and bring up, bring down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2 with the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we will do with the guys. Jump. Okay, so time. Got it. So these are the things we have done. the feminine portion of Lahrava, of one stepping, and then how it can be the Chandava style of the male dance. And the first one was the Maibi dance, the priestess dance. Okay, so let me see with the delegates right now how they are getting. So yes, do it, Sridevi. Sridevi, do it with us. Once more, the female as well as the male dance forms. Yes, standing position. Let's go with the start. 1, 2, 3. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. So now let's do the jumping. Jump, jump, jump. Good. Okay. Very good. So now continue with the another dance form, right? The Maibi dance. Come, Maibi dance. Stand. Okay. One, 2, 3. Now. Then left, right, left. Once more. Right, left, right. Then here. Once more. Once more. So pranam. Front. Go. 1, 2, go. Okay. Cool. Yes. Go once more. 1. Take it. Once more, the last one. Go back. Now finish. Go. Let's start. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get down. Come up. Up. Front. Front. Yes. Come up. Turn once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. Very good, very good. So very good. Thank you, Sridevi. Very good. Yeah. So, okay. I would like to see from others. Others? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Can you show me that one, the female portion of this catching and then the male portion? Got it?
Yes.
Yeah, come on. Ready? The position. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Good. Jump. Very good. Yes. Very good. So, so I would like to know the rest of the delegates that Sridevi and others had done these steppings from yesterday. So is there anybody who has some difficulties or want to know about this one? Because we have very less time, and then we used to take much time because of the newcomers to let you understand what is the philosophy. Yeah. Okay, so Manish, I would like to have a little bit round of discussion, or maybe a round of question and answer with the delegates.
Guys, you have any query regarding this form or new steps? Are you facing any difficulties to do that? Hello?
Yes, sir, it is difficult. I tried, but I was looking like a joke. Actually, sir said that there is no jumping, but when we took steps, I performed bhangra, so it's like I jump every time when you are doing that. So there is a lot of sound while with the footsteps. So it's really difficult. And other than that, I the system of thali system and matras is very new to me, because in bhangra there is no such thing as thali and matras. So yeah, I'm still trying to understand everything, as this is my first workshop, so for now.
It's very nice from you. And then, yeah, it's very nice, beautiful dance, Bhangra too. It has lots of active movements, jumps and all. But as I told you that the jumping style of Manipuri is a little bit different from the other jumping, because we used to jump by pushing from the toes and then land it by land it from the toes and then get it down to make it more softer, just like the cat jump or the tiger jump on the ground. That is the idea of the Manipuri way of jumping. Okay, the cat jump or maybe the tiger jump can be a good example for that. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So thank you very much. So any queries, Manish?
Masana ji, please unmute yourself and ask your question, sir.
Sir,
yes.
In the context of Manipuri dance, what is the difference between classical and folk dance?
Yes, yeah, that's very nice. Classical and folk dance, because that is the thing that I have always used to tell from the beginning, that what we have seen, the folk dance, we used to recognize, seem that Lai Harawa is a form of folk dance, but it is not a kind of folk, because Lai Harawa has everything. The classicalism, the folk elements, the traditional elements, everything is there. The theatrical portion, musical portion, dance portion. So as a whole, it can be a traditional form, but the folk, as we have taught from before, it's something different, that the folk can be danced as a whole in a group, one after another, without even getting much training of that dance forms. Okay, but if you see this one, the Maibi dance, or maybe the Lai Harawa Togol Jogoi, that means Kamba and Twebi dance, this is something not exactly the folk form of dance. It's a traditional dance. It needs a training. Okay, it needs a training to have to catch this form of dance. But if you can give the example of the folk dance in Manipur, can be Thabal Chongpi. Thabal Chongpi is a group dance that hold the hand and then used to dance in the full moon night, or maybe in the spring season. That is something different. That is very much folk. Okay, that can be joined by any kind of ordinary person who leads and join one after another. That is a meaning of the folk. But the classical needs very much refined training, very much dedication is there. That is for the techniques I'm telling about. Okay, it needs a refined form of dance, the refined form of costumes, the refined form of expressions and all. So that is the thing that is differentiated from the classical and folk. Okay, folk can be danced by everybody, one after another. And then the classicalism needs a basic training from the gurus or from the institution. Right? And in Manipur, people used to think that the dance form or the musical form, which are based, which are philosophically and which are means how to say the text based on the Meitei culture, Meitei philosophy, seems to be the folk. That is something a wrong interpretation. Okay, and then the thing which is the Hindunized or maybe the Vaishnavite form of culturally interrelated art form like the Ras Leela and then the other dance forms are seem to be classical. This is not the thing that it is not depend on the religion. Classicalism doesn't depend on the religious form, but it is on the formation and then the construction of the forms and then the costumes and then the ideas. If the ideas which are based on the indigenous form, but it can be to the classical treatment, then it can be classical. So nice. It's a very nice question too. Yeah.
Any other queries?
Sir, question.
Yes.
So in Manipuri, while starting of the dance and ending of the dance, we used to do some namaskara like pranam to the Mother Earth. Is there
Yes.
anything in Manipuri?
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Because very good question. Because usually in every form of classical dance, they have their pranam. Okay, they have their namaskaram forms. But in Manipur, we usually have didn't have that kind of specific form of namaskaram choreography, right? Instead, we are trying to link by staying in silence, by just doing this silent, and then try to connect to the higher energy, or maybe just feel it and do the pranam and get the energy here. This is a kind of starting pranam to get the artist before starting the performance. Okay, this is the thing, very simple and very naturalistic way. Try to connect the body of the artist to the Lord, bring it himself by just feeling that I am praying to you for this performance, for this thing, to let me get success. Okay, very simply in the standing position, just feel it, pranam, and then take the energy in your nose. And then you can start it. Or sometimes some of the gurus, they used to create a kind of choreography. This one, din den ta, din den ta, din den ta, den ginagara, din den ta, din den ta, din den ta, den ginagara, den ta, den ta ta kita, din kra kra ta ta tam kit ta.
Namaskar, Dr. Manju. Just wanted to say a few words. Sorry to interrupt you. This is Pankaj Malhotra. convener of this series. So one request is to you. Day after tomorrow, we are having a presentation session for all the artists and participants. So we request you to a 2 minute for the gurus and a 2 minute for the shishya. So you have to select one person who can not only perform but he can express all his experience on the behalf of other participants. So you have to select one person, and I will take your number from the Evo and call you, and that selected person will also call me tomorrow to collect all the details how to do it. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So for that things, I would love that Sri Devi and others were joining from the beginning.
Okay.
So Sri Devi is means getting from the first day. So I think she would be,
That's fine. Sri Devi, you can note down my number. My number is 98971.
Yes, sir.
98971 70917.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, send me a message. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So, okay then. So Sri Devi, you have to prepare, and the rest also please prepare. I would love to let others also show some of the movements, but let's see if they are just allowing for 2 minutes only. But anyway, is there any more question? I think the time is running out now. Manish?
Yes, sir.
Yes. If there is anyone who wants to know a little bit more, then we can have one more questions.
Anyone who wants to ask questions to sir?
I have one more query.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir. What we are using in Manipuri like this, no, sir?
Yeah, this one. Very good.
Yeah. In Manipuri, this is called as Hamsasyam.
Yes.
Likewise, any hand gestures are there in Manipuri which were specifically?
Yeah. There are more than 360 hand gestures in Manipur. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, 360 gestures of Manipuri movements. Okay, that is not in the classical Ras Lila. That you can see from the Lai Harawa dance movements. While creating the universe, creating of the human beings, the house, the farm, and everything, there the Maibi used to demonstrate it with various hand gestures. Okay, so this one that you are telling about Sancharini, but we don't have we don't have the meaning, Sri Devi. No, we don't have the word. We used to call it as chago. 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 Okay. You hear me? Chago. Okay, chago. Chago. This is what I am telling to you. Look, this is open. There is no connection with the thumb and then the index finger. Okay, when it is close together, there is a circle. Okay, there is a circle. The format, there is connectivity, and the never ending is there, right? So this one symbolizes the never ending also, and then it is called chago in Manipur. Okay, and sometimes this symbolizes from the indigenous belief that we used to believe, and we used to pray the Pakhangba. Pakhangba is the Lord that has a symbolic form of serpentine or a kind of dragon shape, who has bite the tail by his mouth. Okay, that symbolizes the circularity, means biting the tail by his mouth by a serpent or by a dragon is called Pakhangba in Manipuri tradition. And from there, it is also symbolic that the joining of the head and tail together to continue the world, to continue the universe, to continue the life, give and means birth and death, birth and death. So this is the philosophical idea of this one that we use in Manipuri dance. Okay. So nice. Very nice. Thank you to you all, and then thanks to all the delegates who are joining here. I think you very much glad from my side to let you know a little bit about Manipuri dance forms, movement, and traditions, as well as philosophical ideas behind the Manipuri dance. So hopefully you will get something. Thank you very much. So Manish, let's finish for this today's session, and then we'll continue tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right. Thank you so much, sir. It was an extremely interesting session today, and thank you for your valuable insights. Some of those insights which you told us, like why the jump is not forced to the ground, and how people did not used to go to see Ras Leela, but to go to pray Ras Leela. And some of the facts, like there are more than 350 gestures. All of these facts are really fascinating, and so we are very curiously waiting for tomorrow's session and are eager to learn more about this wonderful dance form. For the delegates, I would just like to say that we will be making a WhatsApp group today for all the delegates, so that we can share important updates with all of you. I would request all the delegates to again join us tomorrow at the same link at 8:45 a.m. For the workshop. And I will just take 2 more minutes to quickly read tomorrow's Anubhav series schedule. So tomorrow from 4 to 4:30 a.m. there is meditation with Brahma Kumaris. 4:30 to 6 a.m. is Hatha Yoga by Sannyasi Devanand. 6 to 7 a.m. Nad Yoga by Ustad Wasifuddin Dagar. 7 to 8:45 a.m. is for breakfast and personal time. Then again 9 to 12 is the workshops. Then from 1:15 p.m. to 1:45 p.m. is Yog Nidra by Sannyasi Devanand. 2 to 2:45 is Ao Naga Koyer. 2:45 to 3:30 is Bhai Alankar Singh. Then 3:30 to 4:30 is Varsi Brothers, Kavali. 5 to 6 p.m. is for dinner, and 6 to 7:30 is Vidushi A. Kanyakumari, Carnatic violin performance. And the last is 7:30 to 9 p.m. Pandit Bhajan Sapuri, Santur performance. So once again, thank you all for joining. Thank you so much, Manju sir, for your teachings, and we will see all of you tomorrow sharp at 8:45 a.m. in the morning. Thank you.
Okay. So see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Manish, we'll leave now.
Okay.
Acha. Okay, thanks. Bye.